So Aladdin since then has been wanderer for over 6 years. Okay, 6 years. Imagine 6 years. He just suddenly stops his story when they heard voices in the forest. I repeat, he's wanderer of the forest for 6 years. He's been living in the forest for 6 years. There's a lot of obstacles. Just like someone who will go on an adventure, Aladdin also experienced that. Like he killed a lot of animals. Syempre, for him to survive, he needs to get a food. Why? How do you survive in a forest, or how do you survive wandering? Of course, you need to feed yourself by killing animals, by doing something that you will need to live on your own. Okay, so that is how Aladdin survived until he met Florante, until he heard Florante in the tree. By the way, in the tree of Acacia, don't worry for those who answered Akasha in your quizzes that was corrected. Why? Because in our PPT, in our discussion before, it was written there, Akasha. Okay? And in the story, in the other story of Florante at Laura, he was really tied in a acacia tree. But on the other part of the story, it's fig tree. So what I did was I considered both since I first discussed it using the acacia. Okay? So, yung mga sumagot ng Akasha dyan, na tama yun. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Okay? It was recorded correct. Okay, continue tayo. Aladdin agreed but could not accept the idea of Lerida in the arms of another man. Tapos na tayo doon. So, he suddenly stops his story when they heard voices in the forest. While they are talking, Florante and Aladdin, they suddenly stop. Like they heard someone talking while they are walking and having a conversation. So, who is that? See.
Florida and Laura.
Okay, they heard a voice, a girl or a woman voices. Okay, the two men heard voices. One of the women narrated the story she heard about the danger that her lover was in. Who is that? One of the women narrated the story she heard about the danger that her lover was in. So that is what they heard. No, Florante and Aladdin. That is what they heard. A woman narrating a story she heard about the danger that her lover was in. Sino yon? Sino yung una
Florida.
nilang narinig? Okay, si Flerida. Very good. It was Flerida's story now, okay? She begged the Sultan not to push through with his beheading in exchange for her agreement to marry him. So, imagine nyo to ha. It was Flerida the reason why Aladdin was stopped from being executed. He talked to the Sultan, Sultan Ali Adab, to stop or for him to not kill Aladdin in exchange of his agreement or marrying him. Okay, so papakasalan kita, wag mong papatulan si Aladdin. Yun ang sabi niya. I will marry you, just don't kill Aladdin. Okay, so that is where the Sultan agreed and her lover was set free. Okay, yun yung naging reason why Sultan Ali Adab just fled Aladdin, even though Aladdin was so in pain because of what Florida did. Like she accepted the fact that she will marry the father. Eh magjowa si Aladdin at saka si Florida. Siyempre, yung lalaki, si Aladdin, he will get hurt. Okay? Parang it's just the same story with Florante because Florante also thought that anong tawag dito? Laura um anong tawag doon? What's that word? Like she did not want Florante to be her husband. Okay? Akala ni Florante, nagtaksil si Laura sa kanya. Okay? So, same thing with Aladdin. Aladdin thought, what's his name? Her name? Flerida. Ano ang English na nagtaksil? Anyone? Anyone from the class? Ha?
Betrayal.
Ayun, nag-betray sa love nila. Okay? You can use betray. Okay? He thought Florida betrayed him. Okay? Without saying goodbye, Aladdin went out. Siyempre, broken-hearted si kuya nyo. Okay? He was broken-hearted going away from Persia because of what Florida did. Alright? So that is what Aladdin and Florante heard from the story. So imagine you thinking for how many days or how long days that your lover betrayed you, but then again, that is the reason pala. So, what happened then? Ano kayang nangyari nun? Ito tuloy natin yung story ni Florida. One night, while everyone was busy with the wedding preparations, the woman who happens to be Florida disguised herself as a soldier and escaped. So, Aladdin is out and Florida is doing something to be with his lover because she knew that Aladdin got brokenhearted because of what she did. Okay, so what she did was during the preparation of the wedding, she disguised as a woman, as a soldier. Eh, syempre, when you are a soldier, you can escape, right? So, she disguised as a soldier, like, mukha talaga siya lalaki. She looks like a man. And then, after that, she wandered the forest hoping to find her love. So she escaped. Okay, she went out from Persia. So there, in that certain time of Florida, in the forest, that is where she met Laura. Where she heard this voice, Laura is asking for help because she was being assaulted by a man. Who is that man assaulting Laura? Anyone?
Adolfo.
Sino?
Count. Count
Who could
Adolfo.
possibly? Okay, very good. It's Count Adolfo who's assaulting Laura at the moment when Florida heard her loud voice. Okay, so they stop talking when they hear footsteps. So imagine niyo the two girls stopped talking when they heard Florante and Laura footsteps coming in na. Malapit na, okay? So approaching and were surprised to see Florante at Aladdin. So gulat na sila, shock na sila. The two boys are there. Their lovers were there. So they saw each other in the middle of the forest while they both are talking with each other. Okay? May time pa ba tayo? Ay, okay na. Okay, yeah. We still have 4 minutes. Alright. So, they were all together. The four of them are already together. And then, that is where Laura narrates her story. It began when Florante left to battle the Persian invaders. Okay? So what is that? Florante left the battle the Persian invaders. That is when Laura was uh, imprisoned or was forced by Adolfo, okay, to be with her or to be with him. Adolfo ordered that the king and his loyal servants be beheaded. So Adolfo took over the throne and forced Laura to marry him. That is while Florante is fighting with the Persian invaders, which is the invaders of Aladdin and Sultan Ali Adam. Okay? So, ang dami nangyayari, no? Sabay-sabay. So, it took 5 months for him to court Laura but she did not waver in her decision not to marry him. Syempre, si Laura loves Florante so much. While Florante is out, Adolfo is trying to get her. But syempre, hindi pwede yun. Okay? So, after Florante was sent to die in the forest, Menandro and his men returned to Albania and overthrew Adolfo from the throne. Okay? So, it is a flashback story and sabay-sabay yung nangyayari sa kwento. Okay? So, try to connect the dots of the story. Okay? Menandro and his men returned to Albania and overthrew Adolfo from the throne. That is when Florante was already in the forest. Okay? So, Adolfo would not accept the defeat. Instead, he took Laura and his men to the forest, and that is where he tried to rape Laura. Okay? And then upon hearing a woman's cry for help, Florida came to the rescue and killed Adolfo with an arrow. So meron siyang pana. Okay? Imagine if you know the movie Divergent. Ano yun? Ano yung palabas na yun? Yung merong pa-araw. Nakalimutan ko yung title. Basta yun. Okay? She killed him right there and then. Okay? So if you watch the film that I sent to you on your emails, you might probably have a imagination right now. Okay? And then continue natin. So patay na si Adolfo doon. Their conversation is interrupted by the arrival of Menandro and his troop. Upon seeing Florante, he rejoices to see his friend. So natapos yung kwento nila when Menandro and his troop came in. So ayan na, nagkita-kita na po lahat ng mga tao, ha? Menandro was also looking for Florante kasi. That's why Menandro was there. Okay? He was trying to save his friend again for the how many times. Ilang beses sinave ni Menandro si Florante. That is how their friendship is very tight talaga. Okay? They look after each other. So upon seeing Florante, meron pumapasok. Upon seeing Florante, he rejoices to see his friend. Okay, so nagsaya sila. So the two couples return to Albania together with the troop of Menandro where they are warmly welcomed. Of course, bumalik ang mga pinaalis at ang mga inape. Siyempre, lahat masaya. Okay? So those are the people who are very happy. And then Florida and Aladdin agreed to be baptized as Christians because they are Muslims, di ba? They are living in Persia. And they are Muslim. So they are baptized to be a Christian. And then both couples are wed sabay. Florante and Laura and Florida and Aladdin, they both have the wedding in the place of Albania. So, how is that? Eh, di ba meron si Aladdin and Florida sa ibang lugar? But then again, ito yung nangyari. Both couples are wed and Florante and Laura rule over Albania with justice, peace, and harmony. So, happy ending pala siya, no? With justice, peace, and harmony, they both, what's her name? Florante and Laura ruled Albania, while when Sultan Ali Adab died, Aladdin and Florita returned to the Persia and they rule over the people happily. So that is how the story ended. Okay? They both went back. So Aladdin and Florida went back to their original place to rule over their place or to their country. Okay? Yun yung nangyari. Okay po? So, for the summary discussion, ito, okay, sige. We will continue tomorrow. Here is the discussion. If you want to read this advance, it's okay. This is just a very quick summary of what I discussed. Okay? Meron lang akong mga nabanggit na karagdagan. Okay po? So, sige, let's continue tomorrow, people. You may go to your next subject. Good day!
Good day.
Magandang hapon. Ay, magandang umaga. Magandang buhay. Ay, nakalimutan ko check yung anong tawag? Attendance. Ay, look. Look, hope you're done with your works na, ha?